Subtracting positive integers. A football team gains 3 yards on the first down. On the second down, they lose 8 yards. What is the total change in yards after the first 2 downs? Let's represent this situation using a horizontal number line. First, they gain 3 yards. We can show this with a positive 3. Then they lose 8 yards. So we can represent this as minus 8. That will give us the total change in yards. Let's count 8 spaces to the left of the 3. We're moving to the left because they are losing yards. We land at -5. The total change in yards after the first 2 downs is -5. You may have noticed that we can also use the expression 3 plus -8 to solve this situation. That would also give us -5. Let's see how these two expressions are related. We can use the following rule to subtract positive integers. If we have two integers a and b, and we want to subtract a minus b, we can keep a the same, change subtraction to addition, and change the sign of b to its opposite. So from positive to negative. Then follow the rules for adding integers, which would be to subtract the absolute values and use the sign of the number with the greater absolute value. Let's look at our example, 3 minus 8. Keep the 3. Change subtraction to addition, and change the sign of the second integer 8 from positive to -8. That will give us -5. Max sprints forward 10 feet and then stops and sprints back 15 feet. Write and solve a subtraction expression to represent Max's position relative to where he started. Let's represent this situation using a horizontal number line. First, he moves forward 10 feet. We can represent that with a positive 10. Then he sprints back 15 feet. So let's subtract 15. First, we will keep the 10. We will change subtraction to addition, and we will change positive 15 to -15. Then let's follow our rules for adding integers. 10 plus -15 equals -5. Max's position relative to where he started is -5 feet. A crane lifts a pallet of concrete blocks 8 feet from the back of a truck. The truck drives away and the crane lowers the pallet 13 feet. What is the final position of the pallet relative to where it started in the back of the truck? Let's use a vertical number line to represent this situation. First, the pallet is lifted 8 feet. We can represent this with a positive 8. Then it is lowered 13 feet. So we can subtract 13. This will give us the position of the pallet. Let's use keep, change to solve this expression. Keep the 8, change subtraction to addition, and change positive 13 to -13. That will give us -5. The final position of the pallet relative to where it started in the back of the truck is -5 feet. An elevator starts at the main floor and goes up 8 floors. It then goes back down 5 floors. What integer represents the elevator's final position relative to the main floor? Let's represent this situation using a vertical number line. First, the elevator goes up 8 floors. We can represent that with a positive 8. Then it goes back down 5 floors, so we can subtract 5. That will give us the elevator's position. 8 minus 5 is 3. The elevator's final position relative to the main floor is 3. In the first round of a card game, Sabrina scored 6 points. Then she lost 13 points. What is Sabrina's final score? Let's use a horizontal number line to solve this problem. She first scored 6 points. We can represent that with a positive 6. Then she lost 13 points. So let's subtract 13. That will give us Sabrina's final score. Let's keep the 6, change subtraction to addition, and change the positive 13 to negative 13. That will give us negative 7. Sabrina's final score is negative 7. Let's review our rule for subtracting positive integers. If we have two integers, a minus b, we're going to keep a, change subtraction to addition, and change the sign of b. Then we will follow the rules for adding integers.